Hey guys, we're going to very quickly talk about solving systems by graphing, which is, whenever you have a graphing calculator, the most simple way of solving a system. All right, so first of all, what's a system? So a system is when you take two different functions and analyze them. And what we're going to do with these two different functions is we're going to try to find a point or points that are shared by both functions. That is what you call the solution of the system. All right. So rather than using function notation, we're going to use y's. All right, x's and y's. So what we're looking for again is an xy coordinate that works for both equations. So here's what I mean. Let's take a look at this first one. So I'm going to take off one of my functions actually, and I showed the solution right there. But you know, this first equation, it has a bunch of points. All right, this function has a lot of points. For example, 1, 0. All right, and if I were to substitute 1, 0 into my first function, right, or if I were to evaluate this function at x equals 1, I would get an output of 0. For example, 3 times 1 minus 3. So that's 3 minus 3, which gives me 0. So you see input 1, output 0. My x is 1, my y is 0. All right. The same thing does not happen with this one, though. If I say x is 1, right, and I use y as 0, so 1 plus 0, that does not equal 5. All right, meaning that this second function does not cross through 1, 0. All right. So it'd be kind of hard to find through just guessing and checking what is the shared point. However, with graphing, you can very easily locate that point. All right, and that point is actually right here, piece of cake. So the point is at 2, 3. All I do is I find the intersection. So to solve a system, the solution of a system is the intersection of the graphs. It doesn't get much easier than that. All right, this one is 2, 3. Meaning that if I substitute 2 and 3 for my x and for my y on both of these, it works out. For example, with the purple function, 2 plus 3 is 5. For the green function, 3 times 2 is 6, minus 3 is 3, y equals 3. All right, so they both work out. All right, that is the solution. Okay, cool thing about solving by graphing is you can use all sorts of different functions. For example, I can find the solution set for a quadratic with a linear. Here I can see that there's a solution at -4, 0, and also at 4, 8. So this one has two solutions. All right. Later on, we'll learn how to solve these by hand, but we're going to go ahead and we're sort of reversing the direction. We're starting by graphing. All right. So that's how you solve systems by graphing. Simply find the intersection of the two functions.